Alright, everybody, welcome to Little Dog Big Dogs tonight for MMS. Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth, as always. And right now, the first opening round of the playoffs, so to speak, starts tonight. Of course, 12 teams are locked in. And when it's all said and done, at the end of it, 3 teams will be gone. Get that off. Okay. Well, of course, tonight's qualifying set to begin. Mike Davenport already on the racetrack. Davenport's first lap of 32.042. Well, other drivers already rolling out. John Ward on the racetrack. Well, Ward up next to try and knock off Davenport's 32.042. Jeff Mert rolling out now as well. So John Ward right now on track to knock Mike Davenport off the pole position at the line. Survey says for Ward, it's enough. 31.713. So John Ward top of the board. And Jeff Mert on the track. Right now, Mert, of course, always an excellent qualifier. Going to see what he can get done. And right now, on track to knock Ward off the front row with 6.5 minutes remaining. And this lap looks real good for Jeff Mert at the line. It is 31.696. Jeff Mert, top of the board. Right now, as the track falls silent once again, it's under 6 minutes for drivers to post a lap. All right, now Jeff Mert on top over John Ward and Mike Davenport. Right now, the gap from the front to 16 hundredths of a second. So right now, while we wait for somebody else to run out onto the track, the first team, we're going to go through the 10 playoff teams that will start tonight. After tonight, 3 will be eliminated. Team 1, Mark Von Dam, Daniel Funkenham, Matthew Patton. Team 2, Steve Sizemore, Malik Ray, Bobby Rachel. Third team consists of Sean Corbett, John Ward, Richard Elliott. The fourth team, Corey Wright, Garrett Mays, and Mike Davenport, who right now sits third quickest. Fifth team, Axel Smith, Kyler Wynn, Chase Mastrutta. The sixth team will consist of Garrett Caswell, Kenneth McCullough, Brock Westmoreland. 17, Cameron Craighead, Jared Haynes, Jeff Merck. Right now, Merck on top of the board with a 31.696. The 18, Michael Wingo, Joshua McCullough, Michael Tresquiro. 9th team, Danny Barnes, Landon Villagey, and Chris McCullough. And finally, the last team running out the playoffs for tonight, Eric White, Logan York, and Kenny Reel. Right now, a few more drivers have rolled out onto the racetrack. Sean Corbett, one of them, along with Casey Sprinkle. Justin Johnson will clock in with a 32.065, fourth quickest right now. Corbett 16.0 needs a bit of a pickup. And Corbett at the line gets the pickup, but not enough for the pole at 31.826. Casey Sprinkle just crosses the line, 7.05 for Sprinkle. Good enough for P2. Knox Ward down to third. Corey Wright will be next up to challenge for the pole. Right now, 15.9 for Corey. Going to need a decent pickup. Off of turn 4, at the line, Corey Wright. Survey says 1/1000th of a second off for knocking Jeff Merck off the pole position. 31.697. Jared Haynes out on the racetrack now. Right now, just under 2.5 minutes for some drivers to get their lap in. At the line, Haynes lap 7:67. Kyler Wynn. Right now, Wynn at 15.9 within the range to possibly strike for the pole, but then again at 15.9 he can place anywhere from first all the way down to somewhere around the 5th spot. So at the line, where does Kyler shape up in all this? A little bit of the grass. A 31.684, top of the board for Kyler. He's going to spin it on out and hold on to it. We're going to be pressing that for later. Right now, minute 25. If there's anybody else going to roll out, now's the time to do it. Well, the way it looks, it does not look like anybody's going to roll out. Right now, track temp 81 degrees, so really it's going to be hard to see if that top and middle lane will be as fruitful tonight as what we see in most scenarios with Daytona and Talladega, and even on occasion this racetrack. The hotter the track, the more even the lanes are, so to speak. Not appear to be that way tonight. Wait and see. With top 10 drivers with 24 seconds remaining, Axel Smith rolls that onto the racetrack, but I do not see him getting a lap in. Kyler Wynn right now on the pole. Jeff Merck, Corey Wright, Casey Sprinkle, John Ward, the top 5. Jared Haynes, Danny Barnes, Sean Corbett, Mike Davenport, and Justin Johnson rounds out the top 10. They have qualified. The rest will be determined by iRacing themselves. And with that being said, while the warm-ups have started, we'll go ahead and show the projected starting lineup for tonight. So right now, scroll it to the top. So just mentioned it. Kyler Wynn on the pole. Jeff Merck, Corey Wright, Case Sprinkle, John Ward, top 5. Jared Hayes, Danny Barnes, Sean Corbett, Mike Davenport, Justin Johnson. The top 10 from there. The drivers with no times. The driver with no times, of course. That's how iRacing determined them to be. They'll consist of Daniel Fulkham, Malik Ray, Nathan Harper, Ethan Eckert, Trevor Azarnoth, Kenny Real, Matthew Lee, Dylan Jones, the top 18. Or that is 11th through 18th, on down through the rest of the field. Daniel Earnhardt, Axel Smith, Joshua McCullough, Christopher McCullough, Chester Strutter, Brock Westmoreland, Ken McCullough, and Steve Sizemore rounds out the 26-car field for tonight. Right now, of course, warm-up's taking place. Right now, Steve Sizemore on the racetrack. He'll be the first one to post a lap. Quick 5-minute warm-up session. Really gives anybody a chance to either lay down another lap, if they choose to, practice pit road, you know, whatever. If you got something to take care of, got 5 minutes to do it. And for Sizemore, come into the pits and immediately back out. Can't get a couple with some drivers. Kyler Wynn, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Oh, Kyler Wynn, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy. Try this one more time.
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry, I just stopped when you grabbed me.
Well, buddy, starting on the pole for tonight. What really, what's the plan with Atlanta? Is it pretty much the closer you are to the front, the less chaos you can avoid, or is there now a strategy to Atlanta that a lot of drivers are starting to follow?
Man, it's like every other track, to be honest, or the way I approach it is the same. Lead every lap. If you're in the lead, it's significantly safer than being anywhere else in the pack. So we'll try and stay up front tonight. I don't know if it's furious or not. If it is, I'm just going to try and lead anyways. Because whenever I see a field, that typically goes bad for me. So, yeah, expect to see me up front a lot.
Well, buddy, I wanted to ask real fast before I let you go here. Get ready for the race. What would it mean to be able to lock in your team early in the playoffs, going to lock them into the next round? But then again, how much pressure is there being that 3 teams will walk out of here tonight eliminated?
I'm fairly confident in our team. We have a full team. Other teams are missing 1 or even 2 drivers. So we have pretty good chances. I think with us being a full team and us all still being here, we have a pretty good shot at advancing. So I'm not too concerned about it. But there's always that risk, right? So need a little bit of luck on our side. But we should be fine. I'm not too worried about it.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Kyler Wynn starting on pole for tonight. Right now, Sean Corbett on top of the board for a final warm-up. Corbett, Haynes, Sizemore, Johnson, and Sprinkle. The top 5. We can't get our old buddy John Ward up in here. John Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. How you doing?
I'm doing, Garrett.
My buddy. Coming into a track tonight that brings just about every time we come here a little bit of unpredictability. I'm going to ask you real fast. How do drivers approach this track differently compared to Daytona and Talladega?
Well, it's a long race. It's going to be some fuel and tire management. I want to say pit stops is going to be key for this race. But yeah, we're just gonna have to ride around for a little bit, and there's a lot of people. This is a playoff race. You just gotta take it as it goes. We just see how it goes and just try to be clean on these pit stops here.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. I'll let you get back down there. Hopefully, talk to you at the end of this thing.
You got it. It's me, Sean, and Casey. We're gonna see what we can do.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to y'all tonight. Hopefully you'll be around at the end here and you can advance on through.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, now. Let's go through the starting grid one more time for tonight. Let's see if it's right. So, just to reiterate this one more time, Kyler Wynn, Jeff Mert, 1 and 2. Corey Wright, Casey Sprinkle, John Ward, Jared Haynes, Denny Barnes, Sean Corbett, Mike Davenport, and Justin Johnson, the top 10 who posted a lap. The rest up to iRacing's discretion on where they start at. You'll have Daniel Funkingham, Malik Ray, Nathan Harper, Ethan Eckert, Trevor Asronoff, Kenny Rio, Matthew Lee, Dylan C. Jones, the top 18, or 11th through 18th. Then, of course, on down, Daniel Earnhardt, Axel Smith, Joshua McCullough, Christopher McCullough, Chase Mistretta, Brock Westmoreland, Ken McCullough, and Steve Sizemore. That is the starting grid one more time. "104 laps. It's going to be a wild one. It's going to be, normally is unlike most super speedways that we go to. It's always tight-natured. Mistakes can be made a whole lot easier here than where they can at Daytona and Talladega. Danger lurks around every corner, and the team that survives tonight, really the driver that survives tonight, will be the one that makes the least mistakes, keep their cars under them, and gets them back in one piece if possible. That's Kyler Wynn and Jeff Martin brings us down to the start. We're rolling from Atlanta. Right now, 2x2 as they enter turn 3. Kyler Wynn already out front. Jeff Mert, Corey Wright side by side for second. And at the line, Corey Wright, or not Corey Wright, but Kyler Wynn will lead the first lap. Right now, Mert trying to challenge back on that outside lane with Haynes. Jared Haynes into him, Elite Ray, Ethan Eckert, several others on that outside lane. Right now, outside lane really not working for a lot of drivers already tonight. Of course, track temp coming into tonight, 79 degrees already. So it's actually putting up a better fight than what I thought it would. Right now, you see a lot of drivers already migrated down to the bottom, down the back straightaway. Well, it'll be tough for this front group to really try to make something happen if you're on the outside lane at least. Right now, Ethan Eckert falling off of Malik Ray's back bumper for the moment, so it's going to hurt that outside lane. You already see it. You're right on board with Kyler Wynn. All right, now, of course, said at the top of the show, normally when he tries to save fuel, it does not work out for him. So right now, I think the plan for day 2 is simple: be at the front all night. Don't drop below the top 5, top 6, top 7 at least, and be there at the end for it. It's going to be interesting to see how the strategy plays out. Right now, 6 laps down, and the biggest movers of the race already, if there is any. Might be a little too early. Malik Ray up 6 spots. Ethan Eckert, Kenny Reel up 6. Brock Westmoreland up 10. From where he started, they are your biggest movers so far tonight as Jeff Burke leads across the line. Right now, give props to Jeff Merck and Jaron Haynes for doing everything they can to make that outside lane work, but right now just not enough momentum to get clear. So able to let Kyler slip right back. Doing one car off the wall. Keeps it straight. Go on back through the field. Follow a couple drivers. Nathan Harper back here. Harper right now running in the 13th spot. Looks like 22 Brock Westmoreland having all kinds of internet issues at the moment. If you're wondering why you see the change so fast all the time right now. There you see it, so not even able to really stay in contact. So we'll focus back in at the front for the moment. Right now, top 10 as they run. Kyler Wynn, Jeff Burke, Corey Wright, and Jared Haynes, Casey Sprinkle. The top 5, Ethan Eckert, John Ward, Sean Corbett, Daniel Earhart, now gaining up to 11 spots where he started this race. Sean Corbett and Justin Johnson. Right now, right on board with Justin Johnson, as a matter of fact. Right now, Johnson running the 11th spot. One of them still trying to make that outside lane come to life. We still have a couple more drivers that actually jumped up with them to try to cover that outside lane. Tell right now with Johnson is not cooperating with him at all. Slowly losing spots here. Right now working lap 12, about to start working lap 13. And right now it's been Kyler Wynn, Jeff Merck pretty much leading this outside lane and the inside lane since the start. Still a long way to go. An extremely long way to go, as a matter of fact. Corey Wright almost washed up into the side of Jared Haynes. Able to hold on to it. Kyler Wynn dropping out of line. Perhaps second thoughts of saving fuel. Unknown to the reason why, but now Kyler Wynn will drop back to outside the top 10 in 11th. And that will bring Jeff Merck, who has led 7 laps tonight, to the top of the board. It's going to put Jaron Haynes split in the middle, 3 wide. Fortunately, there's a gap right behind Daniel Earnhardt, not 90 machine. If he can get up there to it, Casey Sprinkle going to go up there with him. Sprinkle thinks twice of it. Probably not a good idea to go 3 wide. Right now, Ethan Eckert trying to take the lead. Haynes still fighting that middle. Still trying to fight it with that middle lane. He will. Eckert and Earnhardt will drop down right below him. And now Jared Haynes see what he can do leading this outside lane as Jeff Merck leads for the nighttime tonight. Well, Jeff Merck right now the leader. Pretty much been out there right from the get-go. Right now for Mert, what it would mean to lock his team in tonight. Speaking of which, that team does consist of Cameron Craighead, who I do not believe is here tonight, and Jared Haynes. So right now, 2 of Jeff Merck's drive team is within the top 3 as they stand. That would be Merck himself and Jared Haynes in that 7 machine on the outside lane. Justin Johnson bounced off the wall yet again. Go back further deep in the field. What a driver right now who has been on a hot streak in MMS. Right now, that driver, Chase Mastretta, running in the 20th spot. I really haven't heard a lot out of Mastretta tonight, of course. Give it time. I'm sure he'll be up there at the end of things. I think right now he's playing it like a lot of drivers do. Taking it easy at this track. This track is one that tests your patience more than anything else. I think right now, like for Mastretta and the man in front of him, Daniel Falkenham, the plan is simple: just ride. Like, just ride, log laps, be there at the end, get through all your pit stops, worry about getting to the front later on. The other driver right behind him we have not heard a lot about since we started. Matter of fact, down 9 spots. 89 of Trevor Azranoff. Azranoff started 15th, right now 24th. Like we just mentioned, probably like several other drivers right now, more content to ride for the moment. Save the fuel. No need to really push the issue. Of course, Azranoff the winner here in the Midnight Racing League. That's on Saturday nights. Yeah, you hear Azranoff clutching in, right back on the gas, doing everything he can to save fuel. Talk about a driver right now is up 12 spots where he started this race. Ethan Eckert started at 14th, already up to 2nd, trying to challenge Jared Haynes for that lead. But that 12's always fast, no matter where we go. Always a contender. And right now, sitting in the 3rd spot, getting challenged by Dan Earnhardt. Right now on that outside lane, going right, down below the apron. Drops out of line. Not sure what the deal was for Corey, but nonetheless, gets it back going. Right now, practically top 10 single file out. Hell, make it just about the top 20. And right now, Jared Haynes leads over Jeff Merck, Daniel Earnhardt, Ethan Eckert, Matthew Lee, Casey Sprinkle, John Ward, Sean Corbett, Joshua, or Christopher and Joshua McCullough, as Corbin and Merker in this time. Well, you see the unique version to this pin entry, but it's no surprise, really. Right there in the Bennett in the front more than anybody else. Right now, Daniel Earnhardt will take over the lead. I expect a lot of drivers come in this time. There you see Earnhardt down. Ethan Eckert will be. The pit stops happen on lap 24 and 25, so there evidently is the number that these drivers can go. Where you see Ward, John. Now here comes the majority of them. So far, pit road's been pretty smooth so far. Joshua McCullough's in, along with Corbett, Malik Ray, Davenport, several others. So right now, the only two drivers left out. The 88 of Daniel Fuckingham and Trevor Astronaut, both of them will be in this time. Daniel Earnhardt, black flag to the 90. Already a promising race. Gone sour just like that. As Daniel was in. So right now, when things cycle out, Matthew Lee will be your leader. Casey Sprinkle and John Ward, the top three, unless Daniel and Trevor can get out beforehand, and they will not. Oh, Daniel gets into Johnson. Justin Johnson spins, caution is out. Could not have been timed perfectly if you're Daniel Earnhardt. For several others, there's also a lucky break. Green flag pit stops just concluding. Man. All right. We saw this one right at the bottom of the screen when it happened. I think Daniel's trying to get Johnson to go. I don't know, like he touched him hardly. No, but the reason the caution is out is because of that right there. Safety hazard. And let's run on the back bumper. We'll look at the back of Justin Johnson as he exits. See if there's contact. A little bit. A little bit. Both drivers straddling that seam between the apron and the actual racing surface. A hell of a job by Johnson to hold on to it. Better than what he did. Right now, Matthew Lee brings the field in. All right, now as it stands, Dan Fogan wins the race off of pit road. Jeff Mertz second. Drag race between Ward and Sprinkle. Give it to Ward. And Jared Haynes be the top five as the rest of the field comes off of pit road. Daniel will come back down pit road, along with several other ones that would include Ethan Eckert. Went to Brock Westmoreland as well. Right now, our first caution of the night. Solo car spin. Exiting the pits. Right now, re-rack. The top 10 as they stand. Jeff Merck, John Ward, first and second. Case Sprinkle, Jared Haynes, Nathan Harper, the top 5. Trevor Asvernoth, Ethan Eckert, Matthew Lee, Mike Davenport, and Kenny Reel, your top 10. Right now, everybody on the lead lap. Except for Justin Johnson, who is still 1 lap down. With a field bringing down to the start. We're back rolling. Jeff Merck with a great jump. Ward not going. Right now. Side by side down back straightaway. Jared Haynes pushing Ward for all he's got. Right now, Sprinkle, Harper, Eckert, Mike Davenport trying to push Jeff Merck up clear. Well, really 2 teammates and kind of separated from each other. That would be John Ward and Casey Sprinkle. Ward on the top side in that black and gold number 92. And then, of course, Sprinkle to 59. Black and blue machine. Right now, one driver we mentioned earlier laying it low for the moment, but be around when it starts to matter most. And right now it's just still a little bit early, but Trevor Asvernoth has worked himself into the top 10. Well, green flag. Well, the pit stops couldn't have came at a better time. See Kenny Reel. What a run this driver's been on. Of course, last time we were on air with the Midnight Racing League, it'd be Kenny Reel getting the win. Look, try to go 2 in a row this Saturday for the Midnight Racing League. But right now, we'll worry about that when it comes to Saturday. Right now, Kenny's up 5 spots where he started this race. Right now, sun's starting to get lower and lower. John Ward leads that in the line. Be Ward's 3rd lap of the race that he has led. As here comes Mert right back to the bottom. Right now, fast lap of the race, lap 34. Daniel Earhart with 29.631. Right now, Daniel Meyer back. Just about deep in the field, near about up to 14th, 13th for the 90. Well, he really got lucky through all this exchange. Went a lap down, following a black flag on the first round green flag pit stops, and then able to get the free pass because of it. Right now, starting to make his way back to the front of what has been a very fast 90 machine pretty much the whole night. A race recap. So far tonight, John Ward out front, 16 lead changes, 1 caution. Working lap 38 of 104 as John Ward drops to the bottom and will now take command of that bottom lane. Starting to form up, and who else did we just talk about? Daniel Earnhardt, one of the ones trying to make that third lane work. He's got Kyler Wynn coming with him. Of course, the pole sitter. I've not heard a lot out of him since he dropped back to the pack, but now trying to make his run up to the top. Matthew Lee with him. 3 wide for the first time tonight. Right now, Matthew Lee getting a hell of a push for Daniel Earnhardt. In the wall again. Kyler saying, I don't like this. Drops out of line. Contact made. All drivers out of shape. Hold on to her, boys. That right there, driver testing the waters. Daniel Earnhardt will blend back in line. Back in the 9th spot is right now. What I meant by 3 wide is, of course, first I've seen drivers trying to race it 3 wide. Steve Sidemore off the wall a little bit. Able to hold on to it. Right now, Ethan Eckert, Daniel Earnhardt again, trying to make something happen. Right now, Ward's trying to hold that bottom. Matthew Lee in the middle lane. Not quite sure that's where he wanted to be. Right now, he's got Earnhardt grazed that wall again. Ain't going to be nothing left on the side of that truck when he gets done with it at the end of the night. Well, Lee surging ahead just a little bit. Ward's going to battle right back to him. Oh, there goes Hayes hard into the wall. Jared Haynes. Massive damage, smoke rolling out the back of that truck. And under our first caution of the night, Justin Johnson, he's got a meatball somewhere. Never mind. Don't know who all was involved in this one. Let's go ahead and look at it from the replay here. Oh, is that? Well, Ethan Eckert took a hell of a shot. So did the 11. What was in that 11 machine? All right, let's take a look from the aerial cam, because this has all the making a possible net code involved. I have to wait and see. It is. And a wicked shot. See Ethan Eckert, one of them spinning. It's right on board with Ethan Eckert through this. We can find him. Oh, damn. There he is. No. Right in its lap, and from there it spins all the way down. Almost gets chased by Stroud. Oh, Kenny McCullough nailed him. Next on board with Dylan Jones. That's what I was looking for. Well, it's going to fall right in Jones's lap. Nothing he can do. He's going to get hit by Mastrud. Mastrud does get a piece of this. Last on board. On board with the 03 of Kenneth McCullough through this. Well, McCullough sees it, rolls out the gas, gets the apron, don't want nothing to do with, thinking maybe I'll be good. Eckert, bam. So right now, as it stands, John Ward is your leader. We've already got the one to go. Right now, rewrite the top 10. John Ward, Matthew Lee, Casey Sprinkle, Kyler Wynn. Daniel Earhart, Nathan Harper, Trevor Asronoff, Corey Wright, Mike Davenport, and Kenny Reel. And that is the top 10. Anthony Eckert still in the pits, servicing that machine. All right. John Ward brings it back down. We're rolling. Lap 46 of 104. Well, 59 to go. Right now, teammates Ward and Sprinkle leading the bottom lane. Daniel Earhart back in it. Well, Nathan Harper's had a very quiet night doing that 26 Chick-fil-A machine. As we've said it before, Trevor Asronoff just hanging out for the moment right now. Biggest movers of the race. Since they started, it's probably updated a lot, and indeed it has. Matthew Lee up 15 spots where he started. Daniel Earhart 14. About Asronoff and Harper 7 and 8. Kenny Reel also up 7 spots. Right now, of course, Trisha McCullough up 10 as well. Well, Sun Driver's going up, Sun Driver's going down. Justin Johnson now 14 spots. Where he started Haynes and Barnes and Daniel. Jeff Merck down several positions for where they started this race. Well, it's still safe to say there's still another pit stop coming. There's bound to be one. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Right now, Matthew Lee across the line. He'll edge it out over Ward. Bottom lane immediately battling back. Take a ride on board with John Ward. Listen to how he's working this track. Pretty much full song all the way around this racetrack. Ward's left 14 tonight so far. I believe that is second best to the driver who has led 18 so far, Jeff Mert. Meyer deep in the field. Right now, Mert 13th, trying to work his way back up through the field. Right now, stuck behind Jared Haynes and several other drivers that are still trying to make that outside lane work. But right now, Matthew Lee leads at Atlanta. Of course, right now, Kyler Wynn, the pole sitter, worked himself back up to the front spot. And right now, trying to get the lead back. Daniel Earhart right behind him, Corey Wright, Mike Davenport, Christopher McCullough, the top 5 on the outside lane. Bottom lane. Top 5 on the bottom, Matthew Lee, John Ward, Casey Sprinkle, Nathan Harper, and Trevor Azranoff. Right now, Jar's still just playing conservative, which is the name of the game at this point. 54 of 104. Really ain't trying to push right now. A little bit of congestion in the back. They'll get it straightened out. Jared Haynes right now stuck in the middle, 3 wide with McCullough right behind him. Kevin McCullough, that would be. Malik Ray, kind of the odd man out in that outside lane. Right now, Kenny Real, Malik Ray. They're going to try this 3 wide game, see how it works out for them right now. I think right now, Murky and Ray both are tired of riding in the back. They want to be at the front. Obviously, it's just more the safe zone. I say that after the first caution. Or second caution of the night happened at the front. Right now, a little bit of contact between Lee and Merck. But they keep it straight. Jeff Mert down to the middle lane. He's going to leave Malik Ray out to dry. Christopher McCullough was going to help him, but Malik Ray bailed right back to the middle. Right now, race recap yet again. A 24 lead change and make it 25. Callaway, your leader for a moment, then Jeff Mert takes it right back, but 2 cautions for 6 laps. Working lap 58 of 104 so far. Right now as it stands, it's still give and take moment. That's all this is, still giving and taking, being patient, being conservative. I wish we had Landon Velicky up here in the booth. He'd give us some insight on what goes through and how to get around this track course. Those of you that don't watch, those of you that do watch any of my other leagues that I broadcast, Landon Velicky, very successful at Atlanta Motor Speedway since the new configuration that you're seeing right now. And Matthew Lee is going to jump up again, try to pull this 3rd lane. Worked for him earlier. They able to get through it. Right now, everybody's still trying to make that 3rd lane work about as quickly. They get 3 or 4 cars lined up. 1 bails. Christopher McCullough said, I'm tired of this, so I'm going to go with the middle and see what I can do here. All about sizing it up, really. Look at the Raging Idiot Racing Network pit strategy link. Well, there you see the first pit stop, 24 to 27 laps at the best. Had a caution, everybody came back in, 14 lap run, another caution. So right now this stays green. Now what the trend is showing, there should be another pit stop within the next 5 to 6, 7, 8 laps. Well, they ain't going max 24 to 27 with 43 to go. Might be the last pit stop. Don't know. It depends on how much they can save it. How, if there's another caution, how will it fly? To determine if this is going to be a fuel mileage race or if one more pit stop will make it to the end. Right now, Phil Kump on a lap machine of Axel Smith, who will drop to the apron out of harm's way. Well, 40 to go, Malik Ray just led his first laps of the race tonight. Of course, Ray, one of, I believe, 2 drivers pulling single duty tonight. 1 of 3. So right now, oh no, never mind. Steve Sizemore. So Malik Ray does got a teammate in this tonight. And right now, that would be Steve Sizemore running in the 24th spot. Well, right now, caution is out. Justin Johnson, meatball damage to that machine. Daniel Falkenham as well. Well, ain't the first time these 2 drivers came together tonight. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what happened. Well, let's see here. This is all going to start exit of 4. Daniel going to shoot the gap. Oh. Okay. Oh, Brock Westmoreland. Big shot. Look at this again. So there's kind of 2 separate incidents here. But right now, we're going to look at Daniel, and it's going to try to make a 3 wide on Danny Barnes and Dylan C. Jones. Jones comes down a little bit. Not a lot. I really think that's just where the track makes that angle. But nonetheless, McCullough gets into the back of Daniels. Going to send him around. I look back in and see if Johnson made contact with anybody, but that car ricochets off the outside wall hard. Steve Sizemore and Brock Westmoreland coming. Sizemore barely gets through. Unfortunately for Brock, massive shot. To the 23. Let's run on board with Daniel first. Looks like 2 cars just ran out of room. It's pretty much what it looks like. We're on board now with Justin Johnson. Is going to take a wicked shot to the outside wall. Mine got neck coated a little bit, but bam! Massive, massive shot. We're on board with Brock through this, but go on board the roll bar camera. They already see a wreck and bam off the wall. Think, man, I can make it. Nope. Right now, third caution of the night from Atlanta. Lights around on the pace car will bring it to full size. And right now, top 10 as they stand. Christopher McCullough, John Ward, Casey Sprinkle, Corey Wright, Malik Ray, Jaron Haynes, Kyler Wynn, Daniel Earhart, Nathan Harper, and Mike Davenport. Your top 10. Alright. Try this again. McCullough Ward brings them down for the start. In the Echo Parts restart zone, we're rolling. Ward again not off to a great start. Right now, 35 to go. Field kind of trying to single file out yet again, more towards the back. Well, Malik Ray wants to lead yet again tonight. He'll get it at the line and down to the bottom. Right now, about quickly as Ray gets the lead, Daniel Earhart, Nathan Harper say, no sir, I want it back. Kind of been an up and down night for the 90. Got a pit road penalty right to start with on the first green flag pit stops, went a lap down, got his free pass, has worked himself all the way back up. It's took him about 40 some odd laps, but he's finally worked himself back into the picture here. Malik Ray knows for a fact that if he wants to win this race again, that he is going to have to go through a lot of high caliber drivers, and a lot of them all within this top 10. Earhart, Christopher McCullough, Casey Sprinkle, Harper, Wynn, Asmernoth, Ward, Kenny Rio, Corey Wright, Chase Mastrutta, who's burst onto the scenes here lately, and several other drivers. So it will not be easy for whoever wins this race. Well, it's still survival at this point. And with 31 laps to go at the line, it's only going to get good from here. Right there, see third lane trying to get organized yet again. Harper going to get hung out and dry this time. Daniel's going to come up with him that 88. Right now, Malik Ray leads at the line, be his 7th lap led tonight so far. We're a driver to 1. Still a long way to go. Right now, we see they're still trying to make that third lane happen. Daniel Earhart, matter of fact, goes up that third lane, is going to pull Matthew Lee and Daniel fucking in with him. Right now, Dylan Jones as well going to jump up, be that Ford truck in that outside lane, that white and black machine. Yeah, here we go. Chris McCullough battling back. At the line, give it to Earhart, barely over Malik Ray. .28 to go. 20 to go, and now drivers starting to get restless. Drivers knows that time's running out, especially if you're back there around where McCullough's at. Kenneth and Joshua McCullough, that is 21st and 22nd. Then you know that well, pretty much time's starting to run out. It's not so much getting back up to the front that's hard as when you get to the front trying to navigate through this roadblock that you see right now that consists of about three lanes deep. It really seems like neither lane can really get an advantage over the other. Lap 73, Jeff Merck, fastest lap of the race, 29.305. Right now, 25 laps to go. But really, you see finally the outside lane starting to lose a little of his muster now. Lost that Ford truck, so it seemed like to be practically even with the lanes. They need at least a Ford truck probably to get a great run like they're needing for that third lane, about 5 or 6. Oh, McCullough and them come together. They save it. Woo! Nathan Harper on the apron further back. All right now we're good. Whew. Man. Well, hell of a save. Oh, Kyler loose again. Daniel and Sprinkle making contact. Oh, part of the wall, and there they go. Yep. Daniel Falcon and Hardy to the wall. There goes, ran up and over. Man. Kyler Winning's in this. Falkenham's in this. Earhart, Barnes. Matthew Lee. God almighty. With 22 to go. Well, it ain't the big one yet, but it does impact a lot of contenders. Well, you see damage to the 88 machine. Let's go back and look at it. Well, Netcode again. Unfortunately, this time it's going to be more severe. We'll look back at it here in a second, but there, bam, hooked into the 82 from there. 2 out of 3 McCulloughs involved in this. Ethan Eckert, didn't see him get a piece of this. Danny Barnes does as well. Let's rewind and look at a lot to dissect here in such a short amount of time. Well, right here, Daniel's off. Contact, net code, right there. So there, Eckert's going to get into the back of Daniel. Going to kind of send Daniel down in a sprinkle. From there, Kyler goes up the track. He's going to wall Earnhardt and Matthew Lee. And pretty much there, Daniel's just meeting the sandwich. Going to get hooked again from winning up and into the wall. He goes right in front of Daniel. And from there, it is on. Trevor Astronaut gets a piece out of this. Dylan Jones barely sneaking through, but there you see Kyler Wynn on his side, and then from there, Eckert does not get through. Neither does Kenny Reel. Chase Mastretta barely sneaking through the gap. Right on board with a few drivers. Well, first one will be Kyler Wynn. Right there, just pinched in there, so on for the ride. Great good news is, came back down on all 4 tires. We're on board now with Ethan Eckert. He finally gets turned up into the outside wall. Mike Davenport, a wicked shot as well. Arguably one of the drivers that was able to make it through it pretty much unscathed. Don't know how, but Chase Mastretta. Sees all that rake having around him. Has the wherewithal to keep it straight. Barely misses it. Right now the field getting ready to come back to the restart zone. And it will be Malik Ray and Trevor Astronaut. Well, should be good on fuel from here on out. If everybody pitted 20 to go, ought to be fine unless there's an overtime. We're rolling. All right, now Casey Sprinkle battling for the lead, getting pushed by his teammate Ward. Right now, Malik Ray with Trevor Astronaut trying to make that third lane work. Middle lane work. Daniel Earnhardt working that third lane with Matthew Lee. 17 to go in the line and give it to Malik Ray. Oh, Joshua McCullough off the wall and keep it straight. Despite 5 or 6, 7 cars involved in that last wreck has not been the big one of the night so far, where it takes out half the field. And right now, as the laps tick down, the intensity goes up. Right now, 3 wide. For now, about 5 rows deep. How about that 39 of Daniel Fulkingham? Still beaten, race car and all, still in contention. However, I believe for the 39, it's been a fast repair done and gone. Indeed, it has been. Well, Elite Ray down to the bottom, slams the door on Sprinkles. Able to hold on to it. Third lane starting to dissipate once again. Jeff Merck ain't talked a lot about him for a long period of the race. Try and get the lead back with 14 to go. Right now, 13 to go. It's still anybody's race. I mean, we still have 24 drivers on the lead lap. Justin Johnson 2 laps down. Axel Smith 1, and Mike Davenport has lost the draft. Right now, 6 seconds and counting off the field. So with that being said, realistically, 23 drivers all separated by just over a second. 1.2 to be precise. 23 drivers with a chance to still win it. 12 to go. Well, Elite Ray's doing everything he can, and it's simple. Try to block every lane you can. Hope that they don't get a big run on you from the lane that you cannot block. Right now, Elite Ray in the middle, 3 wide at the line. Sprinkle falls back a little bit on that bottom lane. Going to allow Ray to shut the door again if he wants to. He doesn't. Ten to go. Axel Smith in the pits. Oh, the wreck is big! Huge wreck. Matthew Lee, Daniel Earhart. Daniel, this time for the 39 of Daniel Fulkingham, it will be night done. Meatball flag with 1 fast repair gone, and the night is done for the 88. Daniel Earhart as well. Already 1 fast repair gone for him. Night done as well. All right, Chase Pastrana, don't see much damage to them. Matthew Lee, big damage to that left front. All right, what has happened to put us under caution with 9 laps to go? Contact with Astronaut, and then from there it is on him, man. Jesus almighty. Right there, you're going to see a slight contact between Earhart and Astronaut, and from there, bam. Matthew Lee nowhere to go. Then Daniel's going to blast it right in the rear. Is going to come down, collect Corbett a little bit. Corey Wright hard on the brakes. Just trying to stay off of it, and around they go. Well, let's get a couple onboards. The first one I want Corey Wright. See if he actually keeps it off anybody. I don't think he hits the soul. They did is very slight. He was breaking it for all it was worth. Run with Daniel. But tonight's been a night that Daniel wants to forget. This will bring it on. This will undo tonight for the 39. With Daniel Earhart. Really just no chance of him saving it. One of the fifth caution of the night. Right now, Elite rated leader, followed by Jeff Mert, Casey Sprinkle, John Ward, Keller Wynn, Dylan Jones, and really Joshua, Kenneth, and Christopher, Joshua, and Kenneth McCullough, 7th through 9th, and Sean Court rounds out top 10. Just joined us tonight. Race recap. Right now under the fifth caution, 9th, 39 lead changes. Malik Ray, your leader. Alright. Try this one more time. 6 to go at the line. Lee Ray, another great start. Gonna let Kyler win. Almost get clear. Jeff Mert's gonna hold right to that inside lane. Right now, Mert bowing back to the bottom, getting pushed by Ward. Dylan Jones still involved in this as well, and at 11. Right now, bottom lane seems to be the best line unless Kyler Wynn, Casey Sprinkle, and the McCollums have something to say about it. Be 4 to go at the line. Malik Ray up to cover. Kind of cuts off the 82's bumper, but nonetheless, keep it straight, we stay green. Oh! Whew. Christopher McCullough in the wall. Sizemore around. They're all wrecking in the back. God almighty. Was wrecking. Well, Steve Sizemore Massive damage to that machine, and that will more likely be done for the night. Trying to keep the truck going and will not keep going. And with that being said, Steve Sizemore night is over. What in the world has happened now? Alright. That could have been crazy. Rewind it one more time. Alright, here you see the gap that really McCullough's 3 wide, and there's the gap, and Netco's been crazy. However, there's not Netco between Sizemore going almost virtually head on into the wall. Chase Mastretta Knight, after dodging so many incidents, will not dodge this one. Well, right on board with Steve Sizemore. Well, you know, right down there, the motor's completely gone in the car. There's really nothing he can do about it. No, but let's see if we can get a better view with Chase Mastretta. Nonetheless, no matter how you look at it, night is done for the 08. Questionable damage to that 8 machine of Chase Mastretta as well. Let's see if we can get a quick run with Jeff Mert. Jeff Mert, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy? Try this one more time. Jeff Mert, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy? So Jeff Mert not available for an interview at the moment. Well, if I was getting ready for a possible green-white checker at Atlanta, I wouldn't want to be bothered either. Speaking of that, yep, first attempt at a green-white checker. So to re-rack it, top 10 as they stand: Jeff Mert, Malik Ray, first and second; John Ward, Kyler Wynn, Casey Sprinkle, Dylan Jones, Kenneth and Joshua McCullough, Sean Corbett, Nathan Harper rounds out the top 10. And what has been a very intense night, to say the least. Well, Bendis picked up about 30 to go and never looked back, and now the first attempt at green-white checker. Jeff Mert, Malik Ray will bring them down to the Echo Parts restart zone. We're rolling. Pretty even start by both lanes. If they make it back to the line, we'll have it. The race will be official. Malik Ray clear enough to shut the door on Merck if he wanted to. Oh, Kyler Lewis saves it. White flag. Right now, John Ward's going to try to push Jeff Merck clear. He'll do that. Right now, side by side, Casey Sprinkle, Malik Ray, as they work their way down the back straightaway for the final time. What has Ward got? He's got anything left. Then Malik Ray get a run off the top. They do not. At the line. Jeff Merck back to victory lane. Never disappoints at this track. Ward second, Malik Ray third, Casey Sprinkle, Keller win. The top five. We'll let Jeff Merck burn it down a minute. Well, what can you say? A hell of a finish. That's all that was. A hell of a finish. Try this one more time. Jeff Mark, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I think I got you now.
Oh, man. Getting better with age, ain't you?
Like a fine wine, baby, like a fine wine.
Well, take me through the night. It seemed like a lot of drivers were playing it easy until we hit 30 to go, and then from there, it was game on. What was your assessment of the night, and really what did it take to keep this 60 out front?
A lot of luck, really. We got net coated a couple times tonight, bounced off the fence, had to use my fast repair with like 30 to go. I was able to stay out front, really, just kind of control the lines back forth. So it all worked out in my favor. It was a pretty hectic night, but we brought her home P1, and I think locked my team into the championship race. I think.
Well, buddy, led 28 laps tonight. You'll actually tie with Malik Ray for most laps led. But I do got to ask you, since you bring that point up, how much pressure does this take off of the 60? And your team, for that matter, being locked in and really just hell of a night.
Yeah, it definitely takes all the pressure off. I mean, the whole team now can just go out and race because I'm pretty sure this locks us in the championship race. But my one win earlier locked us into the playoffs, and I think this win locks us into the championship. And I like Atlanta. I've always been real good here, and no matter what car we come here in. So, and it just so happened the league I normally run on Wednesday nights, defending the championship over there, went on break for 3 weeks, so I was able to come over here and run in this playoff. So it's going to work out real good.
Well, buddy, last question I got for you before I let you head out of here. Celebrate night. Anybody want to thank night friends, family, sponsors? ETT, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, I got to thank Kenny and all the guys that put this event on. They do a real good job of trying to do away with a lot of the stupid stuff that's been going on in money racing. They're you know, it's all about racing over here. If you do anything stupid, they're just going to take you out of the race. All my teammates, one of them wasn't here tonight. I have to look and see Cameron, Jared Haynes, and me's on the team over here. So my teammates, Chris Blanchard for Blanchard's Towing for being a sponsor on this truck. He's a good buddy of mine, so he always comes on board. And this paint looks good, and it was fast, and we put her in victory lane. And you up in the booth, and my loving wife inside watching the broadcast. Man, we got another W, babe. So we're good to go.
Well, for Jeff Mert tonight, takes another win in MMS at Atlanta. And it was safe to say to lock his team into the next round. Hell of a job tonight, buddy. Appreciate your time.
Oh, yeah, one more thing for you before I get out of here. Tonight's me and my wife's 26th wedding anniversary, so love you, babe. Thanks for letting me do this on our anniversary. We've been married for 26 years, together for 27, so.
Well, then, y'all lasted longer than what most relationships do now. Look, if I can keep one going for 2 years. So, Jeff Mert, congratulations are in order for your anniversary and the win tonight. Congratulations. Hopefully next time we talk to you, it'll be 2 in a row.
All right, bud. Appreciate it.
Yep. Well, last but definitely not least in this equation, John Ward already headed out for a night, so we'll go ahead and pull up Malik Ray. Malik Ray, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth, buddy. Got a copy?
Hey, how you doing, Jim?
Doing pretty good. Take me through the night, really. Seemed like a lot of drivers played it easy, yourself included, until the final 30 laps. Then, hate to say it, but then all hell broke loose. What was your assessment of the night? And really, do you feel satisfied with the result? A P3 finish ought to definitely lock your team into the next round. So what was your assessment of the night from Elite Race standpoint?
I enjoyed it. I feel like everybody held their line tonight. I feel like everybody did like a really good job of racing and just being smart. You know, everybody was pretty calm tonight. It was a good race all in all. I enjoyed it.
But I did too. 6 cautions, but then again, really, you come into any super speedway race that we do, whether it's Daytona, Talladega here, there's always that sense of danger around every corner. But really, how much more is it ramped up at Atlanta, or do you feel like guys are now starting to understand maybe how to drive this track? Not a lot of cautions tonight like we've seen in times past, but really, what makes this track unique in its own right, and what adds to a certain amount of, might as well say, danger to drivers in their night tonight with this track?
I think it's one of the tame tracks that we go to just simply because like you do have to like lift in the corners and you do get aero tight behind people here, like if your tires are old enough. So I think like, like it gives like the added element of having to give each other like space to the corners because you can't push the whole time. So I think that's probably the main reason that the race was green tonight, and I'm all for it. So,
well, buddy, a hell of a night for you. You'll tie Jeff Mert with most laps led. With that being said, I got one last question for you before we let you head out tonight. Celebrate a P3 finish. Is there anybody want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours, buddy.
shout out to Roger Shelton at Tent Solutions and all of my teammates and Kenny for putting on the race and you for putting on the broadcast. I appreciate all you guys.
No problem, buddy. From Elite Ray tonight, it'll be a P3 finish. Hell of a job. Congratulations on a great run. And next time we talk to you, hopefully be back in the winner's circle.
Yes, sir. I hope so, man.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
see you later.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.
You too.
Well, that being said, of course, John Ward not available for a broadcast or an interview at the moment. I got a couple of drivers waiting in the weight room. That being said, we're getting them 2 in here. Starting with the driver who will come home 4th tonight. Casey Sprinkle, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, a pretty solid night, but rather quiet night for the 59 team. Was the plan really just try to put you and Ward in position where one of y'all could lock in the team, or what was the plan throughout the night? Saw you two working a lot together.
Yeah, basically just be there at the end, but we mainly stayed up front the whole time. Or he did. We was watching back and forth. I think we both stayed in the top 10 like the whole time. It was we working good together, clean race, and yeah, I just made sure at least one of us made it in the top 10 at the end. But all three of us, Corbett and John and me, all got the top 10 at the end. So that's good to see.
Well, buddy, how much? I wouldn't say pressure. I really would not say takes the pressure off of you, Dre. But really, how satisfying is it to know that two top fives and then Corbett's top 10 will pretty much keep y'all alive? I got a feeling. You will not. I don't believe you'll be one of the three teams heading home tonight. But how much pressure does it lift off your shoulders, or is there really any pressure to begin with these types of races? And of course, little dog, big dog.
I mean, with the trucks at Atlanta, I'm having a lot more pressure, but I've only raced like one this season, I think, in a Little Dog Big Dog or two. But I mean, I was subbing for Richard, so it feels even better to do it as a sub for someone. Yeah, with this kind of racing, I was being up front or mainly up front. Like it's sketchy, but a good bit of pressure definitely took off.
Well, buddy, it's a hell of a night tonight for the 59 team. Will not walk away lean any last, but ultimately, is there anybody want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours, buddy. Shout them away.
My teammates for the race, John Ward, Sean Corbett. Thanks for Richard letting me sub him. Glad I could get him a fourth place here. Hope to see him back next week. You for broadcasting, Kenny for putting the race on, and everyone in the race for putting on a pretty good, clean race. I had a ton of fun there when we were racing 3 wide.
All right, buddy. For Casey Sprinkle, it'll be a fourth place run tonight. Hell of a job. Appreciate your time. Next time I talk to you, hopefully he's back in the winner's circle.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. That being said, final results from tonight. And that is qualifying, so I need to go to this one. So Jeff Merck will be the winner tonight. Get everything rewrite. There we go. That's more like it. So Jeff Merck, John Ward, Malik Ray, Casey Sprinkle, Kyler win the top 5. Kenneth and Joshua McCullough, 6th and 7th. Nathan Harper, Sean Corbett, Ethan Eckert rounds out top 10. Brock Westmoreland, Dylan Jones, Trevor Asbernoth, Corey Wright, Kenny Reel, Danny Barnes, Christopher McCullough, and Mike Davenport rounds out the top 18. And on down through the field. Chase Mastretta, Axel Smith, Jared Haynes, Steve Sizemore, Daniel Falkenham, Daniel Earphart, Matthew Lee, and Justin Johnson round out the field tonight. So final race recap for tonight. Jeff Merck, your winner, 6 cautions for 19 laps, and at the end of it, 39 lead changes. With that being said, appreciate everybody watching tonight. Tomorrow night, HGR live from probably Talladega again. And then, of course, Friday night, more than likely, MMS donators and regular MMS, more than likely, unconfirmed on that. Then, of course, Saturday night, Inspired Thunder Series and Midnight Racing League. And until then, appreciate everybody watching. Everybody have a great night. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope to see everybody back here tomorrow for HGR. Until then, everybody take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your night.